Welcome.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Shade and the City. I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
And we have our wonderful guest host, as always, joining us, VACAY-JTV.
Over here giving a red light special.
Salute,
Yes.
salutary, and
Red light
salutations.
special. And if you guys have not had a chance already, please make sure y'all go ahead and wish VACAY-J a happy belated birthday, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
He did celebrate his 20th birthday this past. Was it It was Thursday. For some reason, I kept thinking it was Wednesday. It was Thursday.
It was Friday, 22nd.
Damn.
22nd, 30th birthday. Yes.
I was giving you 20. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You took me back 2 years. It's all good. I'll take it. I
was gonna say yes, take it. Okay, take this try. But yeah, y'all. So we appreciate y'all being here with us. If you have not already, no matter where you're watching from, please go ahead and do us a favor and hit that like button
and that subscribe button.
All right. And let's see who's in the building. Hey, Steven, welcome. Y'all drop down in the chat. Let us know what you would rate this episode of Force. This is season 3, episode 3. There's always a price to pay. Now, I'm just going to say I'm going to give this a 5.
Ooh. Out of 10?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, that was...
One, we'll get into it, but one, I thought that there should have been many more unalivings in this episode than there were. And the people that we absolutely should have gotten rid of are still here. And so that aggravates me.
I'm going to give it a 7 because it took a turn that I didn't expect. And it actually kind of made me proud of D-Mac. For like coming up with his own plan. And, he's like, yeah, this is how he wanted me to do it. But I'm going to outsmart everybody and I'm going to do it this way. And it ended up working out. And then they left with what do you say? Pulling a what? What's the phrase you use? Pulling their dicks at the end.
What you said? What? Holding their dicks?
That's what you be saying.
We starting already, huh?
I said the dick holding contest. You're terrible.
Okay. Yes, that.
Okay, I didn't know if it was pulling it or holding it or whatever. Well, they ended up with their dicks in their hands. Okay, like
I was gonna say either way, there's a dick in hand. Exactly. What's up, Mark Hosey? Welcome. 8 on the strength of D-Mac. Hey, ladies, popping in on y'all. Thank you. Hey, DeMarcus, what's going on? Steven gave the episode a 9. Okay.
I did too. A 9. Yeah, I did too.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm on an island by myself, but it is what it is.
No, I was because we see D-Mac as just like this do boy. He's so pressed to do whatever the hell he needs to do to get back in, and to see him just kind of think for himself. Oh yes, and Claudia, that was a good scene too. But yeah, I think there was a few scenes that surprised me. So I was pretty impressed.
When the man took flight, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I guess I could see y'all's perspective.
Yeah.
And give you that. Hey, support gaming. But again, y'all are naming off all the reasons why I gave it the rating that I did. So
wow. Even when the man took flight, see that I was like, this is power. This is what I'm talking about. Throw his ass over them. I love it.
I was waiting for him to say my business hours are.
Big Red. You saw Big Red was coming out.
Yes, I did. But I think that's why what I appreciate about this episode. There was a lot of things that I didn't expect to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, let's get into it. I'm gonna run the intro. We'll be back and we're gonna figure out what they saw that I didn't. All right, let's get into it. Let's get shady. On the skyline pain, shade in the city, true here like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filter, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching the trailer. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, the life and the mold. You like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. Slid in the city, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe.
What? You know.
She did a disappearing act on everybody.
She said, "I really don't mess with this episode." So
No,
wow.
it's not. I just thought I could be faster than the commercial break. Hey y'all,
it's giving 5 energy, so I'm not even here for it.
Don't
You know what I'm saying?
don't do that.
Like, I'm out. I'm out, y'all.
Look, at least I clocked in on time for this. So, all right. So, yeah, we kick off this episode, y'all.
Okay.
Sorry, hit the button by accident. Apologize, y'all. So anyway, so we started this episode. Diamond goes to get his, goes to his shop, and then he finds Chavo's torso and the rest of him left there outside the shop. So Tommy was like, "Oh yeah, of course, this is Ortega's payback." So he told Diamond, "Go hit up the DSDs and reassure them that we got their back and the coalition is strong." And so Diamond agrees. He said, "All right, I'm gonna go hit up Izzy, and then we're gonna meet back here an hour later. Not hour 30 minutes, not hour and 2 minutes, hour." Okay. And so Diamond gets a text from King Kilo after he leaves saying he wants D-Mac unalive or his crew is out of the coalition. And we know we don't want to be out of the coalition. God forbid.
So
any thoughts on that?
You said what?
I said, any thoughts on that?
No.
I thought it was crazy work that they just left him outside just in the street.
Well, I guess what it was for me, and to that point, so we just gonna act like there's not a body on the street. The police then roll by at no point and say, "Oh, there's a whole," they didn't think maybe it was a homeless person sleeping outside and maybe they need to cover. In Chicago, I'm sure it's cold. I don't know. It's just,
In Chicago, they don't care and they're getting paid off, as we know. So this was a power move, though. This right here, that beginning, is something that we would have saw in power. OG.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I love that.
Support Gaming gave it an 8. Claudia is using the lease to put money on Lady Z, aka Timu Effie. Crew Books was brilliant. Who's Timu Effie? Oh, that Timu Effie. Okay, I get what I had to think about it. I was like, who are you talking about, DeMarcus? They had callbacks to the original Power, blowing up the supply, throwing people off the roofs. Okay. Y'all know sometimes I forget all that stuff happened. Diamond should have smashed Gianna one last time. Thank you, DeMarcus. I was going to ask you her name.
Thank you.
I thought he was going to.
I mean,
he should have.
There was no point in bringing her back for the little 2 seconds she was here if he wasn't going to do nothing.
I think she going to spin the block. Or he going to spin the block. One of the two, or one of them going to spin.
Hope so.
I'm sure you were. Now, I will say, I feel like the love scenes that we got from them was they were good. I will say that. Why Izzy look like a Timu version of Rodolfo? Oh, don't do that. Y'all are terrible. Okay, so go ahead, Nails.
So then we see Tommy. He goes to the crib. Maria's there. She goes to hug him. She's like, "Hold up, you got 2 pieces on you?" And he's like, "Yeah. One of them is for you." Okay. And she's like, "What's going on? Why you need 2 pieces? Did something else happen?" And he's like, "We got to take some extra precautions. There's a lot of heat out here in these streets." So she went to put it down, and he told her, No. I'm gonna need you to carry that wherever you go, okay, until stuff settles down. And basically don't go nowhere else besides here and besides work. So she's like, "You know what? For the next 3 days, I got shifts to do anyway, so that should be fine."
Y'all, I'm so mad. So can I just say that one of the reasons I was disappointed, and it's not in this particular part of my notes, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it since it didn't end up panning out anyway. Part of the reason why I thought Maria was supposed to go this episode. I felt like they kept preluding to, and I thought they were going to tell her she was pregnant and then she was going to get taken up out of here. That's what I thought was going to happen.
I can see why you thought Maria was going to go, but I didn't necessarily think it's going to happen this episode. I still think it could possibly happen.
Yeah, that is entirely too quick. We are only on episode 3. We have to get the setup, and then we have to get the turmoil, and then possibly she's going to be unalive.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I can see it happening. I just not.
I get what you guys are saying, and I said that to myself, but then I said, but then we see Tommy on a rampage for the rest of the season, avenging his love for Maria because she was taken up out of here. So that's why I thought, like, okay, and just the way they kept, like, when she was playing around with the thing, and I was like, and her going to see Miguel, I just felt like, oh, so I was like, oh, so they getting ready to take her up out of here. Like, I literally felt that way.
Yeah.
VACAY's like, yeah.
No, I think the motivation is going to be the whole DMAC thing. The motivation for things to go crazy is the DMAC thing. All right, that's the motivation. Now with Maria, we're gonna see what happens with that because she looked kind of crazy holding the strap and you know, and the ice cream and everything, all these clues. We're gonna talk about it, but yeah.
I agree with you, support gaming. I absolutely think it's a distraction. Treese, this is now, so I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Not a soap opera.
You mean not a soap opera? That he's trying to say.
I think that's what he might have meant.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a scripted series and anything can be changed. Okay. Damn it.
It's too early for Maria though. We need some time. We need some time.
So Gianna is bad timing in a skirt. Diamond is already unfocused and she has plenty issues. Well, now she ain't really got nothing no more now that man gone.
Yeah, Diamond made her go.
He woke up at Ray's place. She was in the shower, so he tried to go through her stuff. He couldn't really access nothing but her purse, and it looked like her work bag. And he saw 2 tickets for West Side Story, and it looked like a work document. And
that's how he knew she was gonna be there.
Yeah, he saw the tickets.
Oh, okay, I didn't catch that.
So he tried to see if they could kick it later. And she told him, "Yeah, you're really not my type outside of a one night stand." So
it wasn't that good.
Here's your girl. She did double back, so.
That was only because he pricked in the heart.
Can I just say that this is the love scene that no one needed nor asked for?
I agree.
I would have much rather seen Diamond tear down Gianna than watch Vic and dry ass Ray or whatever her name is.
Than Jannard. So
that's true too. It's on that level. It's on the level.
Anytime we don't see Jannard and we see somebody else, I'm cool with it.
It was whack. It was a whack sex scene. It's like, what's the point? You ain't showed no areolas. You ain't showed nothing. Like, what was the point? I don't care. I really don't care that they get together.
Right. I mean, they could have gave us a little, but they was trying to give us like hard stroke action. And I was like, no, sir. We don't want that from Vic. Keep it right. Vic is whack. Thank you, Johnson Hustle.
There you go. Tell him.
So now.
Oh, that's his real wife.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, that's why.
That's why she straddled that thing like that.
That's why we ain't see no areolas. Okay, I understand now. Because, I mean, you know, that's the usual thing.
Look, he said, now my wife's areolas, not today's statement.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, you know, I am not. You're not gonna get me this time, Steven. I am not about to sit here and read your synopsis. I am not. You almost had me. You almost.
Miguel and Ortega have joined forces.
Right.
That's what I do.
But I love you though, Steven. It makes me laugh. So Izzy Wizzy, or that don't make Izzy sound real hard. I'm sorry. So Izzy comes down and comes to see Tommy and Diamond, and they let him know that the CBI is still standing with the DSDs. So Izzy was like, well, I want revenge on Ortega, but Diamond was like, well, we can't really do nothing because, you know, he in solitary confinement. So Tommy said, no, we got some resources to get to Ortega. And so Izzy was like, otherwise, you know what? We plan on popping off on every Marquez we see, okay? So Tommy gives him a bag full of money and says, look.
Was it money or product?
I didn't know if that's what I was trying to figure out. Was it money or product?
I thought it was product because it was something that he said later. He said if we're lucky, something about the DSDs not like losing all their product or something. Like I just thought it was product.
I didn't know, but I'll agree with you. I knew it was either money or product. VACAY, do you want to wait?
Show us.
I thought it was money. And they was concerned about the product. They had a discussion about being concerned. He was like, don't worry, you're going to get your money.
Yeah, that's right.
No product was taken. He's like, Blanquita. He called him white boy. Blanquita, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? If you're worried about it. They was like, nah, it's not about that. So
Okay.
So basically he's like, when they come after one of y'all, they coming after us all. So after Izzy leaves, Tommy tells Diamond, just relax. I was just talking Izzy up, telling him what he needed to hear. It won't really that serious. And Diamond was like, that's bullshit. And he was like, I know you absolutely planning on going after Ortega. And he was like, and Ortega ain't gonna stop coming for us. So I mean, what's the big deal? So Diamond was like, look, I ain't trying to be a part of it. I don't want those problems. Okay. That's just not my problem. It's not his problem. He don't want it. And so then Tommy starts asking, well, what's the next biggest gang we could go to, gang, go mess with? And so he tells him it's the United Kings in Brighton Park. And I said, well, there we have it. And hey, look at all of y'all rolling in. Hey, Gemini Don, Antoine Herring, Mark. Well, I already said what's up to Mark, but welcome again. Thank y'all all for coming in. Oh, okay, you want me to go to the next one?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
So Maria, she got back to the crib and saw Cynthia. Did we find out who the hell Cynthia is?
I guess that's one of Miguel's side pieces because I didn't know who she was.
No, she's the main chick. She was in last season or season before. She was presented before. She's been around. What? We just haven't seen her. Yeah.
No, I ain't even gonna hold you. Literally, my notes start off saying she walked in and saw her cousin.
I thought it was the cousin too.
I swear to God, I said it was her cousin.
I thought it was the cousin too until the way she kissed him and
brushed up on Miguel, and that's when I was like, oh, that's a different type of family love.
So what threw me off, the reason why I did girlfriend is because she was like, oh, Miguel offered to let me crash before she made another delivery. And I was just like, it wasn't giving girlfriend.
Yeah, she wasn't memorable. She wasn't memorable, but she was in like one of the seasons. We just didn't remember. It was just kind of like waved it off,
Right.
Okay, well, she was like, he told me about Tommy. She was like, I ain't here to judge you or who you sleeping with, but girl, I'm surprised you got a whole dealer all up in your pants.
Yeah.
And Maria said, I finally realized it's not the job that defines the man.
Man, that's BS.
Right?
She gave that man a hard time, yo. She gave Tommy the hardest time.
So then Miguel interrupted their conversation and asked to speak to Maria in private. He told her that he invited her there so he could apologize for his actions. He said, basically he overreacted. She was like, it was more than an overreaction. You kind of treated me like a whore on the street, like that you could use to get whatever the hell you wanted. Like I wasn't even part of your family. Like I ain't your sister. Like you don't give a damn about me. And he said, it was a lie. We lost Amma, and then you told me about. Then I found out about Tommy. It kind of just pushed me over the edge. And she was like, "Well, I don't give a damn because it was messed up for you to treat me like that." And he's like, "You know what? You're right. Okay, and I messed up." And she said, "Just because, basically,
it was this scene too."
You said what?
Sorry. It was this scene too that made me think they was getting ready to take her up out of here. Because when he was like, "Don't ever leave me" or something like that, I was like, "Oh, she a goner. She a goner." Thank God I wasn't in nobody's casino because I would have lost all my money today.
There's a lot of things in this episode to make me also feel like she's up out of here, but I didn't think it was gonna happen this episode.
Yeah, there's a lot of foreshadowing going on, but he was just saying like, if you would have ever leave me because you're my only family, because remember Abuela got exploded in the fire, so that's it.
Well, she said just because I'm with Tommy doesn't mean I'm gonna cut you out of my life. And she told him that she loves them both and she refuses to live without both of them. So he asked for her forgiveness and she forgave him. And then she got startled by this big ass pig that Cynthia done brought him as a gift. Big Bertha. Wasn't it Big Bertha?
Yep.
Yeah. DeMarcus already confirmed it in the chat. So can I tell y'all something? Okay. I know. Again, thank God I won money on FanDuel today. Shout out to FanDuel. And because if I was in somebody's casino, I would have lost all my money.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
I see a little cash app. You know what I'm saying? But no, so that was another little nugget that I felt like, oh, this is something, because I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if anybody else knows this, but did you ever hear about that influencer girl from Mexico or whatever, and they set her up.
Yeah. I know with the blonde hair. I can't think of her name.
Yeah, but one of the things about that story was that I guess in their culture, like they had gifted her with a pig, like a stuffed pig.
A stuffed pig, yeah.
And that's like a sign. So when they brought out the pig, I said, "Oh, she up out of here. She up out of here." Because that's supposed to be like, I guess, like you a snitch or a sign of like basically we coming for you. You got you got a mark on you. So when he brought out the pig, for me, that meant like, oh, there's a mark on her.
Or does that mean that you snitching to the pigs like the cops? You snitching to the cops?
I don't know. I for some reason when that pig came out, it just triggered that story in my mind, and I was like,
do you think that's
supposed to be a culture? So now
it's a Mexican cultural thing. They say.
So now I'm off this and on to that. So did she not know about the pig thing?
I guess not.
Well, you know what? No. You know what? Even leading up to that, though, she thought something was going to happen.
Because even the girl from the video that we're talking about, even the girl, when she got the pig, that's when she got scared. Remember, she was like, "Oh no," and she wanted to end the live. And her best friend was like, "No, you have one more gift," and that one more gift was her last gift.
But the pig was a gift for Miguel. It wasn't a pig. It wasn't a gift.
No. And I know what I'm saying. I was just saying the symbolism, like
yeah. I'm thinking if you're gonna apply that, it would apply to Miguel.
Okay.
Like Miguel about to be out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because Cynthia gave him the pig as a gift. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. I like where you go. Look at VACAY. I like that. Go ahead, piggyback. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the $5 super chat. Big Bertha symbolizes the furnace in Raising Canaan to get rid of the evidence. Okay. I like where you're
going. She's eating up all the damn evidence.
Right. Antoine, I mean, I feel like that's the equivalent of having like a swamp in your backyard. Get a pig or get an alligator. Either one. Pick your poison. Tommy's girl likes the game. It's obvious. I think she might end up taking over the family business after the smoke clears.
Whoa.
Could you really see it? You think she gonna be here that long? You think she gonna?
Nah, she's about to get a promotion and be a manager at the hospital. Remember?
Right? Why would she ever give up saving lives?
She never wanted to get into the drug game. So I don't think that. I mean, that's my man, but I don't think that's gonna happen personally.
But so yeah, y'all. So we see Claudia. Okay, Claudia out here acting like she a gangster and she pops.
Because she has security.
Okay, so then she gets surrounded by a group of ladies and confronted by Timu Effie, as y'all have affectionately named.
Oh, is that who they was talking about?
That's who they talking about. Because they didn't give us a name, so my notes say "old girl," but thank you, DeMarcus, for Timu Effie. I like that a little bit better. So basically, she was like, "Yeah, once the bodyguards get up off you, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming for that." And they ain't gonna be able to protect you this time. And so Claudia was like, look, if you couldn't get the job done behind my back, you weak bitch, how the hell you gonna do it? Staring into my eyes.
Ooh.
Okay. And she said, but I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you.
Is that supposed to be scary? We're supposed to be like, oh,
yeah,
Claudia.
She said it with her chest. And then we jump over to Vic complaining to Tommy about him giving the Albanians his bars and how it's causing problems with his guys. Tommy said, I don't give a damn what you think. And said, honestly, I don't want to hear shit about unless it's about Stacy. Okay, so Vic tells him, well, it's a little harder than you think. And I just hate Vic always whining. So Tommy warns, that's another reason why this took L's this episode. So Tommy warns him, look, I need you to go figure it out because the moment I ain't got no use for you, you up out of here, okay? So I need you to do what you're supposed to do and get up out my face. Now, I will say this, and this is how I know I'm not alone in this. Somebody I love very much watched episode 3, and they have not watched the rest of the season. And the first thing they said is, why is Vic still on here? And I said, you're not alone. We've been asking that the past 2 episodes. I'm just glad that it's not just me.
I guess they figured we only got one more season. We might as well.
We might as well drag it out.
I like how Tommy was just getting in his and just cursing them out.
Oh, okay. Look, DeMarcus keeping us on a Timu Effie is Lady Z. Well, I like your name better because I wouldn't have remembered that. Support gaming, I absolutely agree with you. We didn't even finish season 1 because it was that bad. And y'all know I'm an advocate, even if it's bad, I like to finish it out for y'all. But I couldn't even stomach. I think we stopped at like episode 7 and I gave up. I didn't even finish watching the end of season 1. That's how bad it was. So I completely agree. Season 2 was mid. You're right. And season 3, they're doing better. And I mean, I think it's because at this point they have to. They got to take us out with a bang. Ain't nothing else left.
Yeah.
Um.
So then we see Diamond and Jannard. They're getting prepared just in case anything pops off. Because, you know, he said that he don't want none of them to end up like Shabo. So Jannard is like, man, this is really giving train wreck. And Diamond is like, yeah, and it will be. And we definitely need King Kilo and RDs on our side. So we got to handle DMAC today. Of course, we know Jannard ain't with it. And he's like, you know, basically time is going to be on us. Our own people going to be on us if we do that. And Diamond tells him he got a plan to basically tell DMAC to take out, well, to hit the 9-7s. And Jannard was like, yo, they crazy as hell. Like, why do that? So Diamond said with everything popping off, hitting them makes it look like people are getting desperate, and told Jannard to sell it to DMAC because he's the only one that can, okay, basically as a retaliation plan, and then put a call into the 9-7s and let them know that a hit is happening. And DMAC, you know, when he does the hit, he gonna get bodied. So, you know, he said that he's just gonna make sure, basically, he told him just make sure that it don't come back on CBI or them ever. Now, I know I'm jumping ahead, but with the, what's his name? Nutty, whatever the hell.
Nutty boy.
I don't know what I started to say Nutty Bar. Nutty
Whatever. Mr. Good Bar, Snickers, whatever the hell you want to call it.
I called him Nutty Balls earlier.
Nutty Ball.
Why would, out of all the names, why you gonna pick that one?
And then he said it was something about stealing sneakers or something. And I was like, well, how did we go from fuzzy nuts or whatever they call them when it wasn't supposed to be about stealing sneakers? How did that nickname come?
He was a stick-up kid. That's what he was saying.
But how do you get a nickname like Nutty Boy for being a stick-up?
Crazy.
Maybe like
boy,
Nutty
crazy.
in the head.
Yeah,
like,
crazy in the head.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with nuts.
But so with him being left at the scene, don't that make it fall back on CBI?
Yep, that's what I thought.
If they recognize him.
That's what I thought.
There's no CBI tattoo out there, right? Like the cartel.
Right? That's true. That's true. That's a good point, VACAY.
It's just
but to your point, Nels, I absolutely thought the same thing. And I was like, that's why I was like, so y'all still messed it up because y'all ain't even have enough sense to take old boy's body with y'all. But I get it. They kids, they won't think in a moment. Now, I did have a question. So the only thing that I understand, you know, what do we know why King Kilo is in jail? Do we remember? Hasn't he been there? Hasn't he been there the whole time since we watched? Since we met him. Okay, so because I guess why I'm confused is why are they so scared of this heavy breathing, wheezing motherfucker? Excuse me.
I don't know if they're scared of him. They don't want him to pull his team. They need his team.
So it's more about the team, because I was like, are y'all really like just? I mean, all you got to do is.
Why he said, if y'all don't do it, we're out. And they're already losing people. So they don't want to lose Kilo's people also.
Yeah, King Kilo holds a major part of Chicago. That's why they so stressing about, we got to get this done, or he going to pull out, and then we're not going to be able to take over Chicago without him.
I'm going to be nice, but I just feel like at this point, they could just pay somebody to put some extra sugar in his coffee or something, and he might fuck around and have an attack and be done. But I'm gonna leave that alone and move on.
That might happen.
I'm just saying, you can't tell me that's healthy for him to be breathing that hard. But anyway.
You're funny.
Thank you, DeMarcus.
Thank you, DeMarcus, for the $2 super chat. I saw it. Where's it at? Where it go? Okay, Claudia, stop it. Claudia is tougher than Tariq being in prison. Yes, I give you that.
That's what I'm saying. There was some things that shocked the hell out of me this episode. I was not expecting.
Any shot that he could take at Tariq, boy, I tell you.
I know he loves
He's
it.
a hater.
Right. Nutty should have, thank you, Mike. I mean, Nutty should have been the name of the dude that was always smiling. Right. That would make me think you a little nutty. If you always smiling all the damn time.
Nutty Boy was no connection to CBI.
No, that's not. Hey, Lock Queen. Hey, baby girl, I saw you come in.
That's what I'm saying, but I thought before they went on the mission, they said that he was with CBI.
I was gonna say he said I do anything that I want to be down with CBI.
Yeah, they want to be down.
Yeah, no, that was his whole thing. So I don't know about that, y'all.
It was just some kids off the street.
He is down with CBI.
I thought he was. Because he was like, that's the best thing I've ever done.
That's why D Mac was like, all right, we're gonna make that happen. Like they wasn't down. They was just some kids, some scruffy kids.
Oh, okay. I thought he said, I want to do this CBI thing for life. Did he not say that?
Yeah, he did. He wants to do it. Like I want to do it. Like I want to be down to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we like? Two things can be true at the same time.
No, not this time. Not this time. He was some scruffy kids wanting to be down. Just like D-Mac. The same motivation like D-Mac, you know?
Diamond and Jannard underestimated D-Mac. Hey, 9-7 is crazy. Well, Tommy's next level crazy. Look. I don't know why they didn't just go and be hip and call them 6-7. You know, like the kids, the 6 to 7. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I try to stay hip. You know what I mean? I try to stay hip in these streets.
I think when they wrote this, the 6-7 thing wasn't even a thing.
I know. I'm just messing.
It would have been funny though. It would have been funny if they did.
Oh no, I'm done. Michael out here calling out Steven, talking about he doing narrations like Power is Dragon Ball Z. Don't do that.
Get him started.
Don't do that to my baby Steven.
Don't get him started.
Well, they're gonna feel the wrath of Tommy either way. Right.
Yep.
D-Mac's the ultimate crash out. He can be. Okay, so y'all are saying he had no connection. Okay, so exactly. I'm gonna go with what y'all said. I'm sorry, go ahead, Nels. Was it your go or was mine?
I'll go.
Okay.
So walking out of the laundry area, a guard pulls Claudia to the side and her bodyguard tries to stay there and she gets threatened with solitary confinement. So she's like, you know what? I'll be on the other side of this door if you need me. Okay. Holler if you need me. So the guard hands her a phone to make a quick call. And I don't remember the lawyer dude's name, but he on the phone and basically told her that Chan. Okay. Chan basically told her, look, Ortega knows that you've been working with Tommy and the Viagra Triangle, and he don't appreciate it. So he pulled your protection. And Claudia is like, no, they're going to take me out if you don't help me. He's like, yeah, I know. That's the point. Babuki.
Okay.
Babuki.
Can I just say, support gaming? I hope this is not the case because that is so far from the situation. D-Mac gives me not a bit of nowhere near goes. He just does he give me a little, what's the word that I'm looking for to describe Tommy? They don't know how to, I'm looking for a word. Not explosive. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Reckless.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. They're both reckless as hell. I'd say if anything, he's more like Tommy than he would ever be Ghost.
I agree. I totally agree. Coming up with crazy cockamamie like plans, but somebody's always going to get hit out of these little plans that they got every time.
And can I be honest? I was actually surprised that Marshall made it out. I had to rewind because I had to double check and make sure Marshall was in the car because I thought it was him laying on the ground at first. And I was like, damn, not Marshall. Then I would have gave him a 4 if that happened.
Well, that made sense that it was Nutty Boy because they made such a big deal. Oh man, y'all remember you? Yeah, he was down. Like he had a connection, like D-Mac had a connection to him. But
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely thought Marshall was out this episode.
Right. Yep. Yeah. I thought so too.
He was gonna be out this episode, especially with the I ain't helping, and then he ended up, helping out and them having a conversation in the car. I thought Marshall was out of here.
Plus, he was like, he is the voice of reason, DeMarcus, but he was real scary too. So you would think he'd be the one to be taken out, right?
Right. D-Mac is reckless like Kane. Yep. You better tell him for the people in the back, DeMarcus. On the side. To the left. or the right, whatever. But you know who you need to direct that to, right?
Oh,
Kane Shade. Only similarities to Young Ghost and D-Mac is that they have a father that owns a club and no mama, but nothing alike in personality, right? And I forgot that JP, does he still own that club? I thought that was burnt down to the ground or something. Marshall is actually the voice of reasoning. Yes, I like him. Claudia still got her revenge though. I like Claudia, got the last laugh for sure. She's like, yeah, chick, this is how you get the job done. I'm like, okay, gangster Claudia. Yeah, Claudia, she came through.
She did I.
No.
Boo.
I mean,
done. I want her done. She paid for it. Just like everybody else.
I'm gonna be honest. If it was another character, like if it was Shanty or somebody like that, I guess I could have enjoyed it, even though I don't really care for her. But I really just want Claudia. I feel like Claudia should have been gone. I'm mad that she's even back.
I don't believe
supposed to be
Claudia.
Gone season 1.
Exactly. I don't believe her. I don't believe her. This is how you get. I'm the white devil.
Right.
Girl, get up out of here.
Listen, I enjoyed when the chick told them turn on the washing machines and they ain't listen. And she was like, go ahead and do it. I thought, oh.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I like that. I got it. I agree.
That was some boss stuff.
That was some G. That was some G stuff. That was. And she was like, what y'all doing?
Support Gaming said Kane, Marvin, Tommy, and D-Mac are basically all the same character. I think that is a very good assessment and a very accurate one at that. Here you go with the Claudia hate. I'm just saying, DeMarcus, I don't know why you always choose to be on the wrong side of history. So Diamond comes back with Pablo from United Kings, and he lets him know that, look, we don't want no parts of this coalition. We want out. So Tommy said, look, that means you ain't gonna get no product. It means you ain't gonna get no money. And then how you gonna pay your soldiers? And that means you lose your protection. Okay? Money, power, respect. It's what you need in life. It's the key to life. You'll see the light. Okay? Oh, just saying. Bars. So Diamond assumes, oh, so now you must be working with the insane princess. And he warns, look, that's gonna mean
the names of these
guys.
Right. Like what?
And then for a second, I had to be like, did he say insane princess or princesses? Because I am so confused. But I said, I don't know.
Princess.
So then he warns him, look, that's going to be the end of United Kings. And Pablo said, it ain't my decision. We had a round table last night. And so nobody wants to be in a cartel war. It's, unanimous. We not messing with it. And so Diamond was like, come on, man. We need you to stay with the coalition. And so Pablo said, look, y'all don't understand. It's different from y'all. Okay. And I ain't even going to hold you, but I could appreciate old boy in this moment. Because how sometimes we as Black folks, when we having conversations with other people of other races, and we be like, y'all can't understand. Mm-hmm. So I absolutely loved it when he said, y'all don't understand this. This goes back to our country and it puts our families at risk. And I said, well,
he said that he was like, this goes out of Chicago. This
right.
goes to our families in Mexico. Right. I was like, well.
Right. And I was like,
and look, you see, they shut the hell up too.
Right. They was like, you're right. We can't say nothing. I was like, that's true stuff. So I'll go ahead and do this one real quick. So Jannard does go to see D-Mac to tell him, look, I got a job for you. And if you do it right, I'll let you back in. So of course he tells D-Mac the assignment. Marshall said, this sounds stupid. It sounds crazy. It sounds like a deletion mission. Okay. And Jannard tells, why don't you shut your up? And that's why, he started hyping D-Mac up. And if you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead and hype up the video wherever you watching from, VACAY-J or Shade in the City. Hype us up.
And
so D-Mac said, I'm gonna do that shit because I'm stupid. So he said, because this is a part of the bigger plan, the master plan. Oh no, that's what Jannard tells him. It's a part of a bigger plan. And so D-Mac was like, I'm 100%. Am I gonna be 100% back at CBI? And Jannard said, look, as long as they can't trace it back to us, you good, homie. And so of course his dumbass agrees. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, he thirsty as hell. He acted the way I expected him to, and he gonna do it. I mean, anything to get back into CBI.
He's just fiending to be accepted, man. Like that's what happens when you don't have your father in your life. You seeking everybody else for acceptance, yo. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to D-Mac. Just talking about D-Mac though. You know what I'm saying? He wants approval.
Hold on, I'm going through some of these comments. Claudia is a beast. Oh, y'all are really up here hyping this girl up.
She's not.
I can't even get into it.
It was a hell of a scene. It was a hell of a scene.
Antoine said Tommy and Diamond are not really partners. Tommy's giving orders and Diamond is agreeing and basically just going along for the ride. Woo! I like that. I like that. The more y'all hate on Claudia, the more she will survive. And apparently that's what's happening, DeMarcus. You say her name 3 times and she keeps showing up.
Campaigning. Jeez.
Look, Insane Princesses would be a hilarious name. I'm just saying. Pablo, like, nah, fam, we good. We don't want them problems yet. I'm like, damn, y'all some scary mucks in the game. Serbs at least have history with Tommy via Ghost. They know how Tommy gets down. I forgot about that, Gemini. Good point. Very good point. DeMarcus said Claudia will tell to sing Chan that JP is Tommy's brother. Gabriel Ortega will eliminate JP because Tommy eliminated Luis. Oh, and that's true because we haven't seen JP all season yet.
We'll see if that happens.
That'll be interesting.
So we see Tommy and Diamond. They sitting down discussing basically how everybody's trying to jump ship off of this hit. And Diamond said, you know, they got enough work to cover the North and the South and, you know, to cover the loss of the United Kings. So Che won't notice. He said, Tommy said that it don't change the fact that Miguel got almost the Northwest and the Southwest back under his control without doing nothing. Tommy said they're going to need more bodies to spare if they do end up going to war, and said the Serbs got bodies. So Tommy said Ortega taking out Merkovic got to mean something, and said that he'll go meet up with the Serbs alone and no strap. And it was like, that's the only way it's going to work. You know, hear him out.
Are they, and I'm just asking, I don't know, and I'm not trying to insinuate anything or make it sound like that, but that particular scene made me assume that they were implying that they're a little bit racist. Did I read that wrong? And that's why Diamond wasn't going.
I didn't take it as that. I thought maybe because he had history with them.
Yeah.
Okay, good point. No, I just saw it like I look like them, so even though I'm not one of them, it's probably better I go. That's how I read it.
I read it as if they see Diamond, they probably just gonna pop off, because now if it's Tommy and Diamond coming, it's like an attack almost. You know what I mean? So if he comes like, yo,
unarmed,
I'm unarmed, y'all know it. I know y'all hate me. You know what I mean? So yeah.
In the Power universe, we can see how certain has shades to Tommy Egan. D-Mac has Tommy's need for acceptance. Kane has his ruthlessness. Braden has his thirst for the game. Oh, I forgot about my boy Braden. Tommy 2.0.
How did you forget about Braden?
How could I forget? Thank you, Support Gaming. I forgot about my boo. And Marvin, his loyalty for family. And this is so random, and this is a sidebar, but since you brought him up. So, you know, the guy that plays Braden said that he was actually very thankful that this finally ended, even though it's been a great opportunity for him, because he said he's afraid of getting stuck.
Typecasting.
And I thought about how Tommy's kind of navigating with the reasonable doubt and stuff like that, like how he's moving and stuff. But I know he's done other stuff outside of Power, but I just thought that was interesting because I was like, this basically launched your career, but you're trying to get so far away from it.
Yeah, we never seen him in anything else. I don't remember seeing him.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen him in anything else.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He may have a point. So this is my favorite part. You gonna let me do it? You want to do it?
It's your go. Go
ahead. So Stacy, hear ye. Hold on.
Hear
ye.
Oh my God.
Hear ye. The Lord Stacy.
We got to be able to understand you.
Has made an announcement that she is running for mayor. She is running for the office.
Maya.
Mayor. Okay. And so therefore, even though her husband is about to divorce her ass. Okay? We hope that she will get your vote. Respectfully. And so we see Stacey do a press conference, right? And basically they find out that the husband is divorcing her. And so Donna starts cussing her ass out once they get off stage. And she was like, bitch, why didn't you say something? I told you to tell me so we could plan ahead. Okay, what is it called? I forgot. It's an actual word for it. Damage control. You were supposed to allow them to get ahead of the story. It can't be tea if you spill your own, sis. You clearly need to watch some Real Housewives on your off time, Stacey. Anyway. So she said, well, look, girl, the people don't like you because, they feel like you don't mess with the police, okay? And, and this is Chirac, okay? So we need the police, all right? So she said, girl, all these donors, they think about taking their money back, so you better get it together, figure it out, make it work with your husband, do something, go put that thing on and flip it and reverse it. Yum from it if it's one, yum.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So then we see Gianna. She stopped by the shop and said, she wanted to thank Diamond because she ain't seen Jamal around in a while. He's like, yo, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I don't know nothing about that. She was like, well, regardless, so whether you had anything to do with it or not, you were good to Leon and you were good to me. So she tried pushing up on him and he was like, yeah, nah, I'm cool on you. Really, you was right about who I am. All I'm gonna do is cause you pain. So you need to go on about your merry little way. And basically tell her to leave. And then one last time.
Well, was it just me? He did feel on her booty.
Did he?
I think he felt on her booty one last time. VACAY, correct me if I'm wrong. Did he feel on her booty?
He grabbed her by the waist.
Okay, but he didn't cup. He didn't cup.
He wanted to. He was about to.
I thought the same thing.
What?
I was worried that she might have been wearing a wire.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I thought so too. Because it's just weird for her to come out the blue.
Random hell. Oh, thank you, girl.
No.
Gemini Dawn said she was ready to give Diamond the cat. All was forgiven. She wanted to be taken ASAP.
She was missing the D, and Jamal ain't around because Diamond unalived him.
I was about to say something, but I'm not gonna say it online. Just remind me to tell y'all backstage. Wanted that D. But unfortunately, thank God they didn't. But they could have recreated a barbershop chair scene that I'm not gonna go into.
Oh, with the other girl, yeah, that would have been nice.
Because then everybody would have thought about where it came from.
I remember the
Yes. Gianna really thought she was about to get the D from Diamond, but Diamond turned her. Look, she was about to get the D from Diamond, but Diamond turned her away. It may be for her own good, because he said, "Girl, you was out here dickmatized, girl. You was out here dickmatized. I don't want to do that to you no more." Okay, Gianna could work with the cops. She possibly could. She wanted that double D. Okay, y'all really.
She did.
Now y'all really out here getting after dark. Lock up the barbershop, handle your business, Diamond. That's
what I'm saying. Thank you, bro. Come on, hit that one last time, and then be like, "Nah, I'm good, B."
So Tommy goes in to see the Serbs, and they had a Pow Pow's drawing as soon as he walked in. So they asked, "Well, why shouldn't we light your ass up?" Okay, so Tommy said, well, Merkovic getting taken out, we have more in common than we did before, right? And so he said, like, our hate for Ortega. So then he tells the guy that, look, I bought you a bag full of product just for you. I come bearing gifts, okay? And so he was like, and so he tells him, look, well, I know where his uncle live, and that's his Achilles heel, okay? So if that's how you want to get him, that's how you get him. And so, of course, Tommy's like, all right, I'm on it. Right.
It was literally on it. Like, next thing.
Right. Oh, I had no clue, Antoine. Thank you for sharing that. I had no clue. He does not give me MMA anything. Right. Right. Isn't that crazy? I could never see as soft as y'all be talking about Bray. I could never.
If you're an MMA fighter don't mean you win.
That's true. Look, just because you're on the football team doesn't mean you're on the field.
Yeah, that's true. He could have been the loser. Sparer.
Right. Look, Ronda Rousey was an MMA fighter, and we saw what happened to her last fight. So to know,
right. Braden can fight better than Tyreek.
That would be wild. Support gaming. That would be wild. And I would actually love to see it. I would pay on pay-per-view. I would love to see a fight between Braden and Michael Rainey. I would absolutely see it. So then we do see Tommy pull up on Luis Ortega at his house. I'm not sure who the cousin, the nephew, or whoever was that was there. That's how I took it. Like, that's who he was. But basically, they take Luis, throw his ass up the balcony, and the remaining family member that's there said, "Oh, but you gonna pay. He gonna get your ass, all right?" And Tommy said, "You know what? Go back and tell him I did it." And said, "Bitch, I don't just trim trees. I cut them bitches to the ground. Okay, they stumps when I'm done with them."
I like that. Yeah, that was
you
power
like
to
that?
me.
Yeah,
That was power.
Yeah, that was power.
I trim it to the ground. You saw his face. I was like, yeah,
Right.
Tommy, that's the Tommy I like.
It was the delivery. That's
Yeah.
what it was, the delivery.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I like right there. You know what I'm saying? It's 50 Cent. You know what I'm
Right.
So
I missed that. If that happened, Steven, I don't remember that. If that happened. Oh, thank you, DeMarcus.
That was the message.
Huh?
That was the message.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, he sent Ortega another message. Yeah, through Ortega's uncle off the. That's the message.
Oh, yeah. Gabriel is his name. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not even gonna hold you. I thought that was stupid too. I get it. You're wanting him to go back and give a message, but I feel like we've unalived people before and left little clues for them to know that you're responsible. I just didn't understand what the point.
He wanted to make sure. He wanted to make sure that Ortega knew it was him. This white boy came in and he threw Uncle. Boom.
I get what you're saying, but how many? Everybody knows who the white boy running around Chicago is. Like at this,
the
point.
Only white boy, right?
Right,
standing out.
Yeah, right. He's the only. That's why I'm like I just feel like Tommy could have left a note that said "white boy" signed Chicago, and they would have known it was his ass.
But he also had to do that because the Serbs are watching him too. So the Serbs wanted to make sure that message got back too, because they hate Ortega just as well. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
So Stacey is talking to her team and letting them know that Ortega's lawyer filed a motion to suppress his rugs and cash because it was a mistake on the warrant. So she's all up in apparently it was the wrong digit of the address. And what's this dude's name?
Sing.
Yeah,
Sing.
Yeah, that's right. So she's like, "Sing, ain't you the one that drafted it?" He was like, "Yeah, I did."
And he was like, "Bitch, ain't you the one that signed it?"
Whatever the hell you told me to write,
right?
And then you signed it. Okay. So then the chick, I don't got her name either. She was like, "Well, maybe
I didn't give her name. Demarcus.
Old girl.
Yeah.
Old girl. That's mine. Old girl.
So then she's basically like, "Well, I mean, if he wasn't rushing everybody to, do this." Oh, I thought Hardwick was the. Oh, I guess. Okay. All right. Detective Hardwick.
Thank you.
Basically, she's like, if you wasn't rushing everybody to, catch Egan, and basically Stacey was like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right. Okay. It did cost us a lot. Now nobody even really it's like it never even happened. And Egan is still out there." So Sting said, basically, that's why we got to work together as a team and keep our eyes on Egan because he's gonna slip up. And she's like, "Trust me, I ain't never take my eyes off that boy." So she told him to file a motion to suppress and any other low-hanging fruit that comes with it, and said she's got to figure out how she's going to use Claudia Flynn to get to Egan. So
did you see the look that Singh gave Hardwick and they looked at each other? You think Hardwick is working with Singh?
No, I think that Hardwick, they both agree that this is has tunnel vision and that affected their case. And I think they're just trying to be good cops, but also respect the chain of command and not go over her. But that's why I actually, being honest, this particular scene, I would have to kick it up at least a 0.5 because this was, I love them not putting her in her place, but basically them calling her out and being like, no, you're wrong. And I could actually appreciate Stacey taking some accountability.
So you believe that Hardwick doesn't know that Singh is working with Ortega?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
All right. Okay.
I don't.
Cool.
But y'all,
that was another thing I didn't expect either with Singh. There was a few things that was just like.
Now I was gonna wait till we got to that part, but I would actually kick it up another 1.5 for that revelation, which would put me at a 6.5 right now. Because
we're gonna total it at the end. We're gonna total it at the end,
right?
Because you're gonna kick it up another.
No, I think I'm gonna stay right. I already did a little too much. Where you know, what I mean? Don't make me take it back. So, so Claudia, so Elise comes to see Claudia, and lets her know that look, Ortega done find out about us working with Tommy and the the Viagra triangle and all that stuff, and he done pulled my protection. Look, I was about to say pulled her triangle. Jesus Christ. So Claudia, where is my mind? So Claudia said that she decided to buy her own stuff and promises that she gonna be out soon and things gonna be back to normal. And I said, girl, and literally this is another reason why I was mad, because when I saw this scene, I said, girl, you ain't gonna make it to the end of the episode. Again, if I had to bet some money, I'd be broke. I'd be real broke.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let me go through some of these comments. I didn't see it coming, that crooked AUSA dude. Right. It reminds me in OG Power, the dude connected to Lobos. Right.
Yep.
Ashanti stays scheming. Claudia might lose her chick before she gets out. They're forming a business relationship. Oh. I got my side eye on that whole team at this point. Didn't we see Corrupt Singh coming? I didn't see him being corrupt. I didn't. That's why I said it threw me for a loop. Real talk. I did not see that.
Yeah.
Claudia using Elise to put money on Lady Z, aka Team Lee Effie Books, was brilliant. Okay, that's who you're saying. Stacey's acting like Mike Sandoval. Go ahead, Nails.
So then we see Claudia. She's no, my bad.
It's D-Mac.
D-Mac, he's getting ready to, make his 9-7 hit. Not is it 9-7? Yeah,
9-7. Because I said 6-7.
So his 9-7 hit. And Marshall brought some boys. And look, I said from CBI, but apparently not. So they were trying to make some money. So D-Mac let them know the plan. Instead, Jannard wants them to run into the stash house, but he knows they got hella security. So D-Mac's plan is to hit them before they even get there. He also said somebody flipped on 9-7 and gave them the numbers to the plates and the location of one of their major transfer spots. So
boom.
Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with D-Mac this scene. You ain't got nothing to say?
I mean, the fact that he put a plan together and didn't just react, I can give you that. That was impressive.
Or just listen to what the hell Jannard said. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, remember, D-Mac is a mathematician.
Oh, I forgot that. That's true.
His logistical, mathematical, whatever to put it all together.
True.
That's true. I forgot all about that. That's a good reminder, VACAY.
I think I just still just saw him as just, I guess, going into it blindly because he is just so
reckless.
Right.
So Morea's at home trying to learn how to properly handle her piece. Okay. Then Tommy comes home and Morea said, look, I went by to see Miguel. He get all upset. And because he said, bitch, I told you to go straight to work and home. What? That is not a part of that. So, Morea was like, look, I understand, but this is my brother. Okay. And said, I'm good. I don't think he gonna worry about, is worried about me. And she said, and I promised to keep my good eye on Miguel. Because I was born into the game, okay? I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And if he make a move, then out. Brother or not.
What does that mean? You out?
He can get got. Bars.
Oh, now that she got a strap, she gonna take her own brother out?
I didn't think he meant out like that.
I think Tommy thought that's what they meant because he was like, "You gonna do what? Oh, he out of what?"
I didn't think she meant out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was just like, okay, girl. But again, at this point in the episode, I kind of tuned out because I was like, she's still here.
You wanted her to go. Why you want her to go?
I told you we were 10 minutes into the episode and I told you I thought she was dying.
Why you want her to go so bad? She ain't going nowhere.
At this point, we about 30, 40 minutes in. So yeah, I'm mad.
She ain't going nowhere, man.
I'm in Vegas and lost all my money at this point. I'm mad.
Why you ain't calling me? I'm in Vegas. What's up with that?
Look, I should have known better. They always say bet on black.
Gotta bet on black.
So then we see Vic. He showed up at the West Side Story. Being a little
I ain't gonna hold you. This is weird as fuck. I'm
being a little bit of a stalker. He went to the bar so Ray could notice him. And told the girl that he got season tickets, so he didn't want to miss the last show. Okay, she introduced him to her friend Alice and said, you know, me and him, we shared a couple drinks last night at the bar. And she's super surprised to see him there. And like, she's like, I didn't take you for a theater guy. And he was like, yeah, you know, that was the old me. I'm different now and all this other mess. And Alice basically said she wasn't about to block. She wasn't about to be no blocker. So she left.
Good job.
And they ended up leaving and going back to her place once again.
Guess who is?
What?
The blocker.
When I'm ready to go home, bitch, I'm ready to go home.
Oh, you the blocker? No, those are
riding together. I give you a couple minutes.
Take an Uber.
Maybe that man, if he buy me a drink and you a drink, I'll stay a little bit longer.
Well, I was just
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Look. That's why she had to add in the drinks. Look, because she knew I was about to say something. Look, the night that I met my man, before he got there, she was ready to go. When he got there, he bought us drinks and bought her drinks, so she was willing to stay.
So if he ain't buy the drinks,
I was still ready to go.
If he ain't buy the drinks, he wouldn't be your man right now. Oh,
I would have been like, girl, let's go. Get his number and let's go.
Damn. No, this makes total sense. I know you said it don't make sense. It makes total sense. Remember, Tommy wants anything he can get on Stacey Marks, and that's what your boy's trying to do through her. So it makes total sense.
He's trying to make sure that Tommy constantly needs him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that part.
Yeah, Tommy's girl threatened to take her own brother out, so she's not as innocent as we thought. My theory about her taking over is starting to make sense. Okay,
I did not take it as that. I take it as like out, like my family or out my circle. Like I didn't think she meant like out. Like I can't even see her doing nothing like that. A little pussy.
Right. Vic and Stacey better hope Claudia don't get her hands on Ray since Vic pulled a strap on a lease for Claudia's apartment. I thought about that too. I did think about that, DeMarcus. And okay, first of all, let's talk about how weird and creepy that is.
He really don't care. I don't think he care about Ray.
I understand things being circumstantial. I can understand, even though DC is big, it's still a small place. Everybody, if you frequent, you start running into the same people. But if I run into you back to back, literally within 24 to 48 hours, son, I'm running. I'm running. I'm not at that point. I don't even know if I'm accepting your drink. I'm leaving on the first thing smoking out of there. Just me.
But you know who we're looking at, right? I'm talking about Ray, because she was like enamored. I didn't know you was into the theater.
But see, I was so confused, and that's what blew me, because she tried to treat him like he was a booty call and said leave the money on the dresser the day before. Right. And then now she's like, oh, and I mean, maybe she just want to hit it one more time. But
I think by her saying, I didn't know that you were into theater, I think she was saying initially she didn't think like that was her type. Like, like he don't give that. And now she feels like maybe he's more cultured, or you know what I'm saying? He got more stuff going on than what she initially thought.
And she was probably talking to her friend about what happened last night. That's what she was like. Remember, it's the guy I met last night. Remember, I told you we was getting it on. Remember? And that's why your girl was like, all right, I'm gonna be out. Yep.
All right. So then we see D-Mac He over here, they ready to ride out. He over here dreaming about his plans to make Genesis, Gemini, whatever her name is, make her realize that this lifestyle is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so then Marsha was like, "Are you sure this insider that you got ain't setting you up?" And D-Mac said, "Nah, I do this." So they spot a black Cadillac that, as they were told to look out for. So then they said, "Let's go for it. Let's do it. Ole do it. Hey, ole do it." And then they grab everything out of the trunk where the 9-7 backup starts arriving. It's a whole melee. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then D-Mac decides to grab his handy dandy grenade and tells him, "Let's get the dipping," and get in the car. And he throws the grenade only for Nutty Boy to be laid out on the ground. And so they get back to the place, or his house, or Marshall's house, because Marshall's the only one that got a place to go. And so they get back to Marshall's, and he said, "Well, you know, it's unfortunate, but we're going to pour a little look out for him. It was a hard mission, but, you know, sometimes, what is this? It's right, or, you know what I mean? And sometimes you got to, sometimes you don't ride. Sometimes you
fry.
Sometimes you're fried, right?
Not fried.
Hey,
he got fried.
However, I appreciate that. Oh, I appreciate it, Thanks.
Fried. Like he ain't have a whole bomb just thrown. Jeez.
You know.
Okay, so then we see Vic. He laid up with Ray. He's like, "So can I get your number so we can plan this next time?" And she was like, "Yeah, but I don't know how much free time I'm gonna have because, you know, one of my major candidates, she needs a lot of attention." He was like, "Let me guess, it's Stacey Marks." She was like, "Okay, that's a little weird. First of all, you know where the hell to find me at now. You know who I'm working with. Like, what's really going on?" And so he said, besides doing tech, he focuses on political reform to keep companies ahead of the game. Then she got a notification on her phone about cops getting attacked by a gang. And she said, "You know, the sad part is that Marks is probably the only candidate who can actually do something in the city." And she was like, "You ain't got just $1 million laying around somewhere or somebody that got it, right?" He was like, "Oh, just $1 million? I'll see what I can do." I knew he was gonna take that back to Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gemini Dawn says Stacey's downfall is slowly coming.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well, Trace can't wait.
I can't. Her in that terrible wig. So Chan rolls up on some man. I didn't get his name. I'm gonna get it. I got it somewhere in here later on.
It was Mohit. The hitter.
Mohit.
Yeah.
That was his name?
Yeah, Mohit. It's Mohit. The hitman.
The hitman.
Oh, I did not get that. So
you got a bite.
He tells him. He hands him a little bit of money. He said, "I heard that you got paid for a job. Don't worry about that. We got you. We appreciate your loyalty. Here you go. Thank you." He left the money on the dresser. So Miguel peeps this in the distance is what I got. Was that?
Yep.
How fast it happened?
Okay, because I was like, was he watching in the distance? Because how was he on it so fast? I didn't know if I had missed it.
It happened. It had to. That's what had to happen.
Yeah. Because Tommy's still alive, so he was probably watching him all that time. Like, why you ain't hit Tommy yet?
Right.
So they was probably watching him.
Yeah, no, the wig is real bad, Gemini Dawn. And the crazy part is I've seen her character like outside of Stacey Marks, and she's so I know it's the wig. I know it's the wig.
Yeah.
It's like almost, and I hate to say this, but it's almost like Noma. Noma is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, but sometimes that wig did her a disservice. So anyway, so yeah, Miguel take him back to the torture chamber. He decide he gonna start dismembering fingers and toes and whatnot. And then he gonna feed it to Big Bertha. Because Bertha gotta get big, and right now she's still small.
No, she ain't.
That's a big Bertha.
That's a big Bertha.
Well, hey. Maybe she got sugar too. So and then he said, and if you don't start talking, next is gonna be having a holding contest. Without it, you ain't gonna be holding nothing. You know what I'm saying? So finally, he decides to give up and say, "Hey, I work for Ortega. I was supposed to go after Egan, but he told me not to." So then that's when Miguel said, "Oh, perfect. That's what I needed." And then he said, "I told old boy his I call him his handler, and he said, go ahead and chop him up real nice, stir fry style, kick it in the kitchen like a stir fry, hey." And then he tell him to feed him to the pig.
Cruz. Yeah, crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is Miss Cruz. Okay.
That was a power move too. That felt like power too. That felt like OG power a little bit.
What, the feeding him to the pig?
The whole scene, you know what I'm saying, and the music and everything. Yeah, it felt like a little like power.
What's this girl name? What? Timu Effie. So
Lady Z or Timu Evan.
What is it? Lady Z. Okay, so Lady Z, came up to Claudia, slapped her, basically, then told her crew to turn on the washing machine so they don't hear her scream. And they ain't move until Claudia said, "You know what? Go on, do it." And her scary ass, she started to run. They grabbed her ass up. Claudia told her losing her protection was the best thing that could have happened to her because now she can buy her own. And told her, "This is how you get the job done." And then stuck her. That was one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, DeMarcus, she put money on the girls' books, not Lady Z's books.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I was confused when somebody said that earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Fed the finger to Bertha. Lord. The hitman got carved up. Ironically, Tommy would love that. Tommy would have carved, because we saw Tommy did that to the last dude, right? So then we see Ortega. He in solitary, but he done managed to not be so solitary. Okay, he gets a phone call, and Miguel lets him know that your hitter is dead. So I guess I did, because I do have hitter in here, but I didn't have no name. So Ortega warns him that, look, you in trouble. And Miguel wants to know, why did you call off the hit? Especially after what Tommy did to your uncle. And so Ortega said, because I want to do that shit myself. Okay, that's personal. So then he starts, this is where I started to look at Ortega sideways, because we're not allies. And for me, I don't know about y'all, but the last thing I'm going to do is give someone that I am not allies with my plans of and like how I'm going to move. I'm not going to lay it out for them. And I didn't understand this whole thing. He was literally reading out the plan of how he plans to get rid of Tommy, take down CBI so he can come back into Chicago with no problems. And this leads Miguel into being like, well, I can be of help to you, and I'll bring you Tommy and even help you out territory-wise. And so Ortega was like, well, what about Shay? And Miguel said, what Shay got to do with me? I ain't trying to hear that, see? Okay.
Oh my God.
And so
that's what he said.
Yeah, he was like, I'll trade in an old deal for a better one. Today's price, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Okay, Fat Joe.
And that's what had happened.
I love it. I love it.
All right. So then Vic went to the apartment to kick out Elise. And she's like, yeah. No. Your sister told me I can stay here. He said, I don't give a damn what she said. And pulled out a piece on her. And told her to get her ass.
It wasn't a Reese's piece. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been drinking. Oh my God.
Oh, that explains it all.
So she left. Then he left Tommy a message and said that he thinks he's found Stacy's weakness and they can use it against her. He said she needs money and you got loads of it. And why not be her biggest contributor? Which I'm pretty sure we knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
That's actually a smart. I like the way they pivoted that, like how they worked it out.
Me too.
So then Chan meets Sang, who purposely admits that he messed up the evidence. And he admits that he tipped off the press about Stacy's divorce. And I said, oh, I like you already.
Evil.
You're an idiot.
That's why I said that's why I went up a point. Okay. And then Chan starts asking Sang, well, tell me everything you know about whatchamacallit, about Tommy. Right. And so then we see Jannard. He comes to Diamond and he says, "Look, I heard bodies were dropped, but I can't confirm whether one of them were D-Mac or not. But he should be laid out." So he said, I gave the 9/7s a heads up. It should have went the way it's supposed to go. And then all of a sudden, D-Mac, hey, I'm still here. So he said, yeah, and I pulled it off. And so he's confused. He's like, y'all niggas don't look happy. And they was like, and then Diamond was like, damn, nigga, welcome back to CBI. And that's when Tommy welcome back into what, mother? And that's how they end. Y'all.
I like how Jannard was choked on his smoke. He was like, when he
right.
saw.
So let me ask y'all, the whole time that they was talking about it, whether D-Mac was like unalived or not, right? Y'all wasn't worried that D-Mac was gonna walk in and hear it?
That's what I wanted to happen.
Right.
That literally, I literally was like,
thinking, it didn't happen.
Right. And I was mad because I was like, they having this whole conversation. I wanted D-Mac to overhear that they were setting him up so they could like pivot his character and the storyline. So that actually was one of the things that pissed me off, which is why I rated it so low, because that could have been perfect, right?
But I think the impact of Tommy coming in would have been lessened if D-Mac heard it. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I think he might have told Tommy, and then we might have seen CBI versus, because again, Jannard and Diamond are worried about Tommy. It's not the other way around.
I just wanted the way that it played out. I wanted that to happen the same way, because this is really going to push Tommy to be like, "Oh, what? What you do with my nephew?
Right.
Let's go. We welcoming him back in a what? I already told him if I'm in, he's out." So
I want Tommy to know that they want him gone, though.
I want him to know that too. They holding on to that. They holding on real tight.
Okay, Jannard being shook that D-Mac is not unalive is like Kane and Kanan being pissed that Ghost and Tariq weren't unalived. Okay. Okay, yeah. Hopefully he finds out. Diamond and Tommy are probably about to clash now, and I think it's probably going to be Tommy D-Mac against the brothers. That's what I was saying. I was ready to see them pivot to that, because and maybe I'm wrong, and y'all can tell me if y'all disagree, but I feel like even with Raising Kanan, what they do to us is they walk us down these stories, and we kind of already know how we want to see them go, how we want to see them play out, and they literally do this up until like about episode 7, and we're screaming at our TVs, and then episode 7 through 10 is like boom, 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 and you get all this stuff happening.
Yeah.
And when I feel like you can kind of just gradually, you know what I'm saying, let it play out through the season. Yeah,
I agree. But they holding on to it. They holding on to it. First thing that's going to be set off is this argument in 4, and then 5 in Power is always the explosion episode. So if Gary Lennon going to do it the same way, we really waiting for 5 to really set it off.
I hear you. DeMarcus, I saw you ask me something about Bel Air, baby. I have not watched it. Maybe Nels can chime in, but I have not watched Bel Air because I ain't even watched the first 2 seasons.
I'm not caught up.
That's coming on tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow.
Well, maybe Nels will give you a little something because I know she watches it.
I only watched the first season.
Oh, yeah,
gotcha.
I watch it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. You got coverage. There you go, DeMarcus. Your boy Vacay got you. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to this recap. If we have not said it already, for those who don't tune in to Beyond the Gates and some of the other stuff that we do, I'll just give you an early happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving to all of those. I just want to let y'all know that I am very grateful and thankful for all of y'all and helping us grow and glow like you do. And as we always say over here at Shade in the City, we believe in an attitude of gratitude, okay? And so I just want to let y'all know that I am grateful for y'all, okay?
Well, all right.
And Vacay, what you got going on this week? You taking a break? What's going on over there? Thanksgiving week.
Here at VACAY-JTV, we also have an attitude of gratitude.
Yes, sir.
Salutation, salute, and salutary. Okay. So I did my first reaction on Force. Definitely check that out. And also definitely check this out. What else we doing? Oh, yeah, the birthday party. The birthday party. Go check that out, fam. Go have some fun. Go over there. Watch the birthday party. Definitely cool.
Definitely listen to the songs. They were great. I enjoyed.
Thank you.
I mean, even though I might have heard some of them before y'all, but I enjoyed listening to them again.
You did. You got a little sneak preview.
I thought you was about to say a little sneak freak. I was gonna say vacay.
No, man. I'm not drinking. I'm not the one drinking here. Okay. I'm good. So yeah, man. I mean, just looking forward to Thanksgiving and looking forward to Family Day. And my mom's birthday is tomorrow, fam.
Oh, happy early birthday, Mom.
Yeah, thank you. So, we're gonna celebrate her tomorrow. And just look out for first reactions for Force. And I might do a reaction to Bel Air, depending on how it goes. Because I'm kind of like done with Bel Air. Because I think everybody's done with Bel Air. But
really?
We'll see.
We'll see. That's why I can't say because I haven't watched it, but the way DeMarcus and all them big it up, it makes it seem people that do watch it, they seem like they really enjoy it.
I know I did really like the first season, but I didn't continue to watch
this is the last season, so this is the last.
What season is this?
Season 4.
Okay.
It's the last season, so we'll see how it goes. So just keep your notification bells on. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, ladies. As always.
Yes, thank you for being with us. And as y'all know, we have a shorter week. Me and Nels will make sure that we get y'all Potomac recaps and Braxton. They closed out their season, and after that, Beyond the Gates. I'll get y'all Monday and Tuesday, and after that, it might be kind of quiet on our channel until up after Thanksgiving because there's nothing coming on because of the holiday. So, y'all enjoy the break. We're gonna enjoy the break. Enjoy your time with your families. And like I said, we have so much to be thankful for in the midst of everything that's going on in the world. Regardless of whatever we have going on, we still have something, hopefully, that we can be thankful about. All right. So yeah, thank y'all so much. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure that you're following us on all the platforms. That's the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, the IG, the Blue Sky, and the Lemonade. All the things, y'all. We love y'all. Be safe. Happy early Thanksgiving. Bye-bye. Safe travels.